Let's move on to item number 7, professional services agreement with Atkins North America, Inc. for the preparation of climate action plan. We'll give a minute here for the room to clear out. All right, Diana.
Good evening, everybody. It's appropriate that we were talking about general plan amendments because this item somewhat relates to general plan amendments. So the California Global Warming Solutions Act, known as AB 32, requires that the state not exceed 1990 emission levels in 2020. And so the California Air Resources Board is the lead agency for implementing AB 32. And basically, if you do a general plan amendment, you're supposed to evaluate as you develop how you will meet these emission requirements. One form of doing that is to prepare a climate action plan. And so a climate action plan objectives are to demonstrate consistency with state goals for reducing greenhouse gas emissions, provide greenhouse gas reductions in a way that is business friendly and keeps the city economically competitive, allow for the expedited review of greenhouse gas emissions of future development projects, and ensure consistency with current city and appropriate regional documents. We've already, through PG&E, have developed an inventory of current greenhouse gas emissions. This next step is to take that, incorporate it into a climate action plan to develop ways that we can continue to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and then also analyze development projects as they move forward to make sure that they're complying with AB 32 and that they will help us to meet those 1990 emission levels. When we looked at doing this project, Atkins, which is the company that we hired to help us with the SB5 compliance, the urban level protection. This is one of the things that they do. And so in discussions with them, we found that we could actually have a great savings because as part of the SB5 compliance, we're doing general plan amendments. We're having to do a CEQA document. And so by comparing or by combining with the climate action plan, it's saving us a significant amount of money for processing the amendments as well as the CEQA document associated with both. So Atkins' proposal amount is $103,000. Staff is requesting $10,000 in contingency, and there are currently sufficient funds in the General Plan Implementation and Future Update CIP account. The schedule would be to have this concurrent with the SB5 compliance, and so we would anticipate having the general plan amendments come before council later this year.
At this point, do you have any questions of staff or comments?
Cost savings.
I understand it's
like it or not, it's a cost savings of what we're being punished. Go ahead.
It is.
I'll move recommendation award professional services.
All right, I have a motion and a second. I'll just make a comment before we take a vote on this. I don't necessarily support the science that this is based upon, but I understand that sometimes our hand is kind of tied to what we do, so my vote may represent that. But anyhow, I'd like to have a roll call vote on this, please.
Councilmember Cleveland.
Yes.
Councilmember Didball.
Yes.
Councilmember Gill.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Buckland.
Yes.
Mayor Dukes.
No. All right. Thank you, Diana, for your efforts in putting this together. I know it was kind of outside your sandbox, but I appreciate your efforts in bringing this forward to us.